Hey everyone, welcome back for the finale of Gobliins 4. Last time, we cashed in all of our golden teeth and made it to the end of the world, which is apparently really tiny. But we're here to learn the meaning behind our quest, so we'll have to start by picking up these seeds. Don't worry, I can't really see them either. They're like 1 pixel each. But we need all 3 of them, and we need to plant all 3 of them over here in the soft earth. No, I don't really know why we have to do this 3 times either. We just do. And of course, when we plant a seed, we make it grow with magic. And we need to do that 3 times. And once we've made a plant grow, we have stucco. Knock it down. Yeah, we don't climb these, we just descend them. Bet you didn't see this coming. We're in some kinda development studio. And having freed ourselves from that program, I can't even tell what the heck the title bar of it says. We can talk to the person who created us. Except he's asleep. Alright, we'll wake him up. We know how to wake people up. That did the job. Or no, it didn't. He's a sleep puncher. Alright, well there's only one thing left to try, really. Also, no good. We don't have any means to wake this guy up. He's got some giant drawing supplies that we can't pick up because they're too big for us. And he seems to have used them to sketch a couple of things. There's another sketch over on the other side. He didn't even finish that one. That doesn't have a mouth. I don't know what I would do with them, but maybe we can give him a mouth. I've still got the magic pencil from last time. Huh, and now the big pencil disappeared. I don't think I was supposed to still have my inventory from a couple screens ago, but yeah. Still can't do anything with the sketch. Obviously, it's just a drawing on paper. We need magic to bring it to life. Disney style. Alright, so there's a hole under the can that might be of use to us. Not yet, anyway. But we can also bring the other sketch to life, if I remember who it is that's got the magic. His feet are stuck in the drawing. Alright, well we're gonna need an eraser, and I guess the one on the other end of the pencil doesn't work for this purpose. We need to specifically get an eraser. This is how I also could have picked up the pencil. And now, the guy can escape from the sketch. This is certainly a good idea. Hello? You know, if they'd done the entire game in that art style, it might actually have been pretty interesting. But we get yet another seed. And we have no way to get back up to the soft earth to plant it. Not that planting it inside the screen would do us much good anyway. Well, maybe we can still interact with the stuff on the computer. We can click the mouse. Maybe I didn't click it hard enough. Oh, there we go. There's the mouse cursor. Right on the soft earth, too. But no, clicking there doesn't do any good. In fact, I don't think there are any interactable elements in this window. We're going to need to get rid of it. There we go, there was a file icon behind it. It's the file with the solution to this level. We need to get that. So we're just gonna need to keep punching the mouse over and over again until we get there. And now we can click on it, open the file, and find out what we need to do. Well, it's about what I've come to expect from this game. I just didn't expect it to be so bold about it. Anyway, let's check out the hole under the can. We were told to look for it. No, I mean, there's one thing we have that always goes in a hole. Of sorts. Problem is, there's no dirt in the hole. There's dirt way over here in this plant pot, though. And this is one of those weird tricks of perspective. And if it's far away, we get the fishing rod. Grab a clump of dirt. 'Cause that's how that works. Clump of dirt that's solid enough to be picked up with a fishing rod, but pliable enough to plant a seed in it that will grow. Then again, we're growing all the seeds with magic, so maybe the magic has something to do with it, I don't know. It's the same puzzle we've done about 20 times before, including 3 in this very screen. And finally, Stucco gets up here and can punch down this book so everyone else can follow him. Not that there's anything to do on this shelf. There's a spoon sticking out of this mug, which we just knock out of the mug so the other characters can get to it right there on the desk. And of course, the spoon is too big, so we have to shrink it so we can pick it up. And now we just head up to the top shelf. Okay, we don't climb up the string to get to the top shelf. I know we need to get to the top shelf. I just don't see how. Oh, wait a second. There's a wrench up on the left side of the upper shelf. The string is just to get back down. We get up using the wrench. It's made of metal, so of course our magnet will pull us there. And why do we need to get up here? Not to use the string, that's just the way back down. What we need to do, oddly enough, is to use the coin that's sitting there. I didn't bother to pick it up, because you can't pick it up. It's only there to be magicked into the sky and used as a platform. I'm surprised it stayed up there that long. Now we use the cell phone. which apparently emits some kind of subsonic rays or something that wake the creator. It didn't make any noise. Oh, hey, there's notes up here, too. Find ideas for the bonus screen. No ideas for the bonus screen. No confidence. I'm still amazed at how long that coin stays up. Well, with the creator awake, we can now finally find out how to leave this area. Can you believe this whole thing was an optional bonus screen we didn't have to go to? Yeah, that is about what I expected the meaning of life to be. But no. He's kinda mixed up somehow or other, so I guess we need to use our magic. Can't think of anything else to do. Okay, the magic makes him turn his hand over. We can all stand in it, but I gotta get all three of the characters there. Why does that make the creator any less messed up? I have no idea. We're just gonna do it. We're pretty much at the end of the entire series, and I've kind of stopped giving a darn. Okay, everybody get on the creator's palm. So there you have it. The quest is to get Riri and Renette back together for love. I'm glad we came to this bonus screen. How do we leave? Alright, we don't know how to leave, but we've got the magic word, control. That's my other Let's Play. They're not supposed to cross over. Stucco also gets a magic word, halt. And let me guess, Père Louis is gonna get... Yep, he's learned the magic word, delete. Control, halt, delete. Anyone remember when I said that the goal of a screen could be to just give the three-fingered salute and get out of the program? I wasn't making that up. We need to hit the 3 keys, but the control key is missing. Anybody who's old enough to have had a keyboard of this style knows what to do. You pry up one of the keys you don't use. Generally it'll be scroll lock, but I don't think the creator needs an escape key. There's no escape from this. Just pop it into the space where the other key used to be. And now we just need to hit all 3 keys at the same time. Which is tough to do if Choop is jumping in front of the delete key. There we go, we'll just do it in the right order. And okay, back to where the game was supposed to end. We followed Riri via telescope and some kind of weird coordinates that we found to a planet with a one-eyed green alien, and Riri was sitting on his head. And that is indeed exactly what we have here. The Great Gnerts, whom we can't get to because we're standing on a platform that's joined to the rest of the level by a slope. The whole arrangement is just to make sure we can only go one way. We'll have to get back up to our rocket eventually, but not big concern right now. Let's just poke at all the stuff we can find, like this Flux Ball. I think it's exactly the same animation that we saw in Riri's room when we jumped on top of the ball there. The pile of flaws wood looks like firewood, but I can't do anything with it. We can, however, pick up this Glon's plank. And a large sugary dewdrop. And there's a Znurky head. We can't do anything with that. And then up on this ledge we've got a propelled Chblick. It's kind of hard to see with the cursor covering it, as it has to do if I'm hovering over it. Can't do anything with that either. Maybe I can fish it out, like we did with that fool weed, but no. Just pick up this flat pointy-O's. I'm sure I'm pronouncing half this stuff wrong. Now we can go poke at a drooling glabs. Looks kind of like a Venus flytrap. Big teeth. Piranha plant. Poking the drooling glabs makes an eye appear. And the eye's only purpose seems to be to tell us that our puzzle is impossible. I guess we ought to ask at least if we can get Riri back. Well, at least he acknowledges Riri as a pal. He serves two purposes. He's a hat and he tells stories. No, you're not seeing anything wrong. This is the first we've ever heard of goblin cakes. And now we need to make one. For love. Yeah, I'm not doing that. We're just gonna beat this guy up. Alright, that didn't do a whole lot. Made a coconut fall down. What we need to do is punch the eye. Well, he was rude. He told us we couldn't rescue Riri. We know that we can rescue Riri. And so we will punch the eye. Now, there's not really any indication that anything like that is going to happen, but now we've got a Vlorvsnack shell, which we can use as a mixing bowl to make the goblin cake. We just need to put in all the ingredients. I don't know what those ingredients are, but sugar has got to be one of them, right? So, there's the dewdrop. Now we just need more ingredients. Well, I don't really know what all goes into a goblin cake, so let's just start throwing magic at everything. Reach into the schblick hole. And we've got eggs. Eggs go in a cake. But we still need a couple of things, like milk. Maybe from one of those coconuts that we can't get to. But there's this Snurky head right next to this weird lavender ledge kind of thingy. And if we use magic on that, it grows into a thing that Stucco can climb. Yeah, at least there wasn't a seed we had to plant. Now we can punch down this cylindrical Zibdool. I kinda thought it would form a ramp. Can't get the Narfol's grease from here. But we've got a Zibdool lying on the ground, and so we can lay a Glon's plank across the cylindrical Zibdool to form a Zorbalgok, otherwise known as a catapult. Now we just need to drop something onto it. And typically, the thing we've already seen fall into exactly that spot is just what we need. Yeah, the grease is too far away. We can't catch it. I know how to get things that are too far away. Except, for once, the fishing rod doesn't work. We'll need to be a bit cleverer. And by a bit cleverer, I mean we use magic. And the grease just kind of pops up there, so we just need to grab it. I don't know why it is that we can't grab it, but no, we actually need to punch it out of the air. I guess while I'm doing all that, let's see if Riri has anything to say. Now that is an aardvark voice, at least. He left all those messages for us. Well, wheat at least will be useful. We could grind it into flour. And meanwhile, we gotta get the grease, which goes all the way to the ground. Alright, well, we can pick it up. We can get down there easily enough. Now, of course, everyone knows the grease should go into the pan first, so all the other ingredients don't stick. This game doesn't care. And we'll also need to get to Riri's rocket. We're going to need a stepping stone to get there, and that's what the other Snurky head is for. Let's just go ahead and put the grease into the mixing bowl. The Vlorvzgnak shell. Yeah, this whole last level is basically Woodruff and the Schnibble in a nutshell. I think this was 15 years after Woodruff. Huh. I kinda thought it would turn into a rope like the other one, and I could step across the top of it with choop. But no, this Snurky head we need to punch to make it grow. And now we can get this glunked bone. And hidden behind Choop's portrait there is a little metal plate. We have to have that. And finally, we can get the wheat. I don't know whether it's possible to get to this point and know that the inversion polarizer in your rocket is broken. It is, but we need that metal plate in order to find that out. And of course, you always have to search a third time. Alright, well at least in this case the game told us that there was another thing. I'm looking at you, Pepper in the chest in Gobliins 3. Alright. So we have wheat. We need to mill it into flour. And this is where the Vlux ball is going to come in handy. I don't know why we needed to run all the way around to do this. So there we go. We just need to scoop up all that flour in an appropriate container. I guess there's still wheat in the sack, so we can't use that. We need to use the bucket. Did anyone remember we still had a bucket? And that should be everything that we need for the cake. No, we don't put in any milk. No, I've never actually baked a cake, goblin or otherwise. And there's no way to know that it's done. We just need to stir it. Which we can't do with the spoon. We need this big bone to do it. And if I can't do it myself, clearly we need someone really big. On the one hand, I guess it's kind of flattering, but on the other hand, he asked us to make it, and we got him doing it. So now I guess all we gotta do is bake it, so we'll light that floss wood on fire. Except it's not quite that simple. We need kindling. And there's one thing that's been sitting in our inventory being all flammable this whole time. No, not the space coordinates. We need the money. That may be the only genuinely funny part of this whole game. And there we go. We have a goblin cake. And now we trade the goblin cake for a Riri. No, the game hasn't gone into an infinite loop. They just do the dance 3 times in a row. And we can't even talk to Riri now that we're done. we just need to get back up to the rocket. And this is another puzzle that we've solved before many times. We put a flat something on the slope. In this case, it's a pointy-nose. Normally it would be a rock. But this'll do. We stand on it, we use magic to send it up the slope. And there we go, we can access the rocket. At least, with 2 of our characters. But Père Louis is not able to ride his own rock, so we're going to need to ask for help. Yeah, I know, we just took your hat/storyteller from you in exchange for 1 cake, but we still need help. And there we go. Now all we got to do is get the rocket down. Well, I'm going to need to get up there, which means we're going to need the ladder. But we can't just put it into a hole, we need to put a flat surface under it first. Another puzzle we've done way too many times. And now we can get up there and free the rocket. Brute strength is obviously what's going to be required. Ah, not enough. We need magic too. There we go. And now we just do it all again. Except we can't push the rocket from this angle. We're going to need to pull it from below. And for that, one last time, we need the fishing rod. No, I swear we need the fishing rod. Alright, so now we can get down the ladder and get it back. R.I.P. ladder. We didn't get to take the coin with us in Gobliiins 3 either. Yeah, see now, if we didn't already have the inversion polarizer, I don't know how we would have made the cake. We couldn't have gotten the wheat. Alright, inversion polarizer repaired. Ah yes, we brought a second magic stone for the return trip. And with the rocket ready to go, so is Riri. You know, I kind of wonder, is it possible to get myself trapped at this point? No, apparently not. I can still just get Père Louis back out of the rocket. True, I didn't need to do that, but at least they thought of everything this time around. Yeah, I still want to use Père Louis. No, everybody in the rocket. And yeah, we get a password for the final scene, even though I assure you there are no puzzles. Unless you want to ponder why. Well, at least they didn't shoehorn in a girlfriend for every character in the game. Oh, I totally think the skeleton and the mole are going out. And I don't know why they're drunk at the end either. Goblins. They had to go out like they came in. And yeah, that's it. It just dumps us back to the main menu. And now it's time for my favorite part of the entire series. Hopefully I'll see you in the future for another Let's Play.